So, if you have at all been on the dating apps, you'll see frequently men saying, I just want someone who has good communication. Is it just about communication? Because I can be communicating with you, and it doesn't mean I'm communicating in a way that you can hear me, that you can receive it. We still can be communicating, but we're not on the same page. So, is it just communication or how we can communicate more effectively based on our own, what I call energetic frequency archetypes? So, I want to give you two examples that I see all the time. Out of many, there's many different patterns, but I want to give you two that show up a lot. So, it's the reason why one person wants to talk things out right away, and the other person needs their space. So there's three reasons that we can clash and conflict. I want to share what these reasons are. So number one, you regulate in different ways. One wants to connect, right? So they might come to the conversation with more energy, sometimes more directness. They're wanting to communicate, work through it, move through it now. The other one wants to understand, like, what's going on? What are we talking about here? Before they express, right? So one is processing through energy, the other one's processing more internally. And they may need more space, more time before they're ready to communicate. Second reason is we move at different speeds. A lot of times we label people as slow or fast. They're just slow to process, or they're an avoidant. You've heard all the things. Could be that. Or another way of saying it is one's moving from energy that has momentum and urgency, and the other one's moving from energy that needs more clarity, has more structure, wants to focus on, like, the outcome. Where are we going? More results driven than connection driven or feelings driven, right? So these two different combinations of archetypes are communicating, but they're not necessarily coming from the same place in the motivation for having the conversation or what's driving the conversation. They may both want to repair or get along, but they're not quite experiencing it in the same way. And the third reason is you're reacting from different parts of your system. So there's different layers in how we can show up when we're communicating with people. So in the energetic frequency archetypes, it shows you how you naturally connect, how you naturally respond, how you naturally show up online in life. This is kind of like your soul essence. The second is the supporting way that could have come from your upbringing, your wounds, sometimes from ego. And this shapes a lot of times how we're processing information or communicating. And then the third is our growth edge, or the area that maybe isn't quite as developed. So this can absolutely show up in conflict. And the last way is our stress pattern. So how our nervous system is activated and shows up online can be very different from who we are naturally, like our soul essence. Those can be look like two different people in a conversation. So one person could be reacting from emotion, the other person could be reacting more from regulation. So that can sound like, hey, I need to talk. I want to have a conversation. I want to work this through because they want to connect. And the other person's coming from, I need a minute. I need some time, AKA, I need a ground. I need a ground in this energy first. I need to understand what's happening before I come to you and want to have a conversation. And if this person is pushing this person can shut down and can appear avoidant, but really they need a minute. So this is why some people feel like I'm too much. Some people feel like I'm not enough, when in reality, we're just wired really differently. And this is why I created the energetic frequency archetype quiz, so that you can have a better idea of how you show up in communication, what's your natural way that you would really love to show up online in life, in relationships, in career, the way that it's looking like because of maybe your background, your past, your upbringing, your wounds, and what's happening when you're dysregulated and your stress pattern is showing up. So, if you want to learn more, there's a free quiz. You can check it out. And I'd love to hear from you and hear what maybe surprised you or maybe you felt like was spot on.